that was a mistake. I
Okay.
wasn't supposed to be friends with my coworkers. I was supposed to pay attention to my job, what I came there to do, and deliver. But I lost the sight of that, and I was trying to make friends with someone who was ready to tear me down. Like a thousand thoughts running into my head, like, why did you have to ask me that question? But it's just, I have to say it. I had quite an experience on set, shooting with Maestro TV series, because like you get into a project that is so huge, and then you meet actors and actresses where like you respect them so much, you've had like this high self-esteem, respect for them and all that, and you get to meet some nice people and people who smile with you but try to kill your art, your craft. So you need to do your best as a person. So at the time, I went through stuff that maybe I will talk about it.
Hmm.
Then I met this actor on set who has probably been in the industry for a decade or more in the
Hmm.
industry that I used to love and respect. And this person was, I think he was jealous. He was jealous. Yes, that's the word. I think he was jealous because every time we were doing our thing, he always makes sure that at the time where they were doing a close up for me, he will try to lose the cue where I get in, or he will improvise in the lines to lose the cue where I get in. And sometimes I look at him on the face like waiting for this person to give me the cue so I can get into it. And then he will make all these side comments like, you fall flat on your face. You want to act right. Go ahead and do it. So I'm like, so then I get lost.
Who is this person who
Well,
wanted you to fall to your face before the public? We'd like to call those names today.
so I wouldn't want to mention any names,
Mhm.
but I went through a lot on set. It was like at a time where you know, I mean, it was too much.
It was too much.
Hmm.
And who was your favorite person on that set, and who did you not like on the set? I know that the
I
director.
didn't really hate anybody on set
Mm.
apart from when I was going to what I was going to
Mm.
with the my co, the
Mhm.
other actor. And but at the end of the day, he is more older than myself. I'm a baby to this person, but I feel like I
Was
was
this
more.
person a producer?
No, he wasn't the producer. He was an actor.
Okay.
But I felt like the jealousy came for the fact that he felt that maybe I had a bigger role than him,
Hmm.
who has been in the industry for a decade plus.
Hmm.
And I just came into the industry and I've been opportune to get like roles that he wanted,
Hmm.
but it was given to me instead. So um, it was
So,
difficult.
have you in the recent past come across a few people like that?
No, this is the first time that I actually did something huge like this. So it only put me in the part where I learn how to interact with people on set. So when I get on set next time in the future, I know when to start and when to stop. Because when I got into the production, I was very sociable with everybody. I want to be friends with everybody. I want to talk to everybody just because I felt like it was more of a nice place to be friends with people, because people who do the same things that I do with you. So I that was a mistake. I
Okay.
wasn't supposed to be friends with my coworkers. I was supposed to pay attention to my job, what I came there to do and deliver. But I lost the sight of that, and I was trying to make friends with someone who was ready to tear me down.
After listening to Dazzy speak,
Right.
what have you recognized from what he said that if you find yourself in such a situation, how do you behave?
Well, I'm gonna start off with the word discernment.
Hmm. Okay.
I pray. I
Okay.
pray a lot. I pray for discernment. I pray for strong discernment. And when it comes to people like that, one thing that I've learned from what you've told me is it's really a validation, to be quite honest with you, because I go through the same thing as him because he's a successful man. You know, people who don't support a successful man, they're going to find a way to make him feel like either he's on the wrong path or they're
Yeah.
going to make it known. You know, it's going to be obvious. You know, it's and like we were talking about earlier, sometimes it's our closest people.
If
Hmm.
you find yourself in a place where you're trying to be positive after you believe that
Right.
you have discernment
Hmm.
to be in a specific place and time with certain people,
Hmm.
and you're trying to lead a very positive conversation,
Hmm.
but these people are utterly difficult in
Right.
their
Right.
ways, and they keep coming at you. They keep
Hmm.
coming at you with, some kind of words. They want to tear you down. They want you to lose your calm.
Hmm.
How do you handle that kind of situation?
Honestly, we shouldn't even conversate with those people. If anybody has the intentions of bringing you out of character or making you feel like you're lesser than yourself, I think at that point we have to make a sacrifice. If it's our friends, sometimes we gotta make a sacrifice. You know, obviously this person that I thought was our friend isn't our friend anymore. You know, or maybe a friend but doesn't want to see us kind of exceed
Yeah.
past them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then at this point, we can't really engage with those type of people. It really does deter our path on
So,
ourselves.
have
Yeah.
you ever found yourself in a situation in which you feel like you want to harm somebody?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I mean, this goes like this is like a normal day. I'm not like a violent person. Of course, I wasn't like joking completely. I don't harm anybody, but just off a realistic, when you're thinking to yourself, it's like, why do people do these things to us? The people that road rage on the road. The people that are friends. I really got friends, so called, that will watch all of my content and does not like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so confused because they asked me to do the same service for them and vice versa. But I help them out.
Hmm.
I don't get any help. You know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily want to hurt them, but in an aspect of just, knowing what the hurt is, no support. I don't, it's really like that when it comes to people close to you sometimes.
Sometimes when you find yourself by yourself and you are
Mm-hmm.
pondering over things in meditation or outburst conversation,
Yeah.
it could be uh, in a mood of soliloquy.
Mm-hmm.
It could be you speaking to yourself in the mirror, or just conversating, or
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me, what are those things that you fight? Are you struggling sometimes with some certain things, trying to impose goodness within your membrane,
Yeah.
goodness within your existence, goodness within your spirit?
Yeah.
Are you struggling sometimes? You're trying to weigh. Okay, should I do this good, or should I do this greater good, or should I do this evil? Do you see yourself fighting with yourself sometimes to get things done the right
Um,
way?
for somebody that takes in a lot of negativity and they take it personally, it can keep them down for a minute. And for a while you can be talking to yourself like, man, why am I laying down for so long? Like, why am I so inside my mind? Like, man, I could just go ahead and transfer. I can go ahead and transition. I can just switch my mind and be like, I'm up, I'm good. But honestly, realistically, when I'm going through something like that, I'm going against those times where I'm down in my own experiences most of the time.
The
So,
entire point of today's podcast is
mhm,
about self therapy.
mhm,
It's about mental health.
mhm,
It's about coping with mental health wherever you are.
mhm.
Because I know some people can get you out of character, but you say
Yeah.
anybody who wants to get you out of character is not worth spending
They're
time
not
around those
worth.
kind of persons.
It's not. Mhm,
So, do you think, Tomzy, Dazzy,
mhm.
that some problems, or most problems that people go through, is caused by themselves?
Yeah. I think so. Because at the time where I was on set, I let this person that I love and respect, and I see this person as a big brother in the industry that I look up to, uh, make me get it out of character. And to me, that was me letting punishing myself with somebody else's mistake. That's something that I shouldn't have done to myself.
You let people's insecurities get on you.
Yes. So at the end of the day, I just came to realize that he was scared of me.
Yeah.
He was extremely scared of me because I didn't at the time I didn't even know how good I was till when everything has been said and done. Then I realized that I was a threat. That's how he was seeing me, and that's the reason why he was doing the things that he was doing to me on set, because he was trying to destroy my craft. Whatever, like all the time that we are on set, he always makes sure that when it's time to do the close up, he will be like, okay, uh, they should do his close up first before mine. So when it comes to my time, he makes sure he lost the cue and say something else outside the lines. Then I get like confused and I look at him in the face, hoping that he's gonna give me the line so I can get into it. And then when I get to realize that that was what he was trying to do, I decided to put an A game. If it's my time, I don't let him talk. I just cut him and I get to my line, cut him and get into my line. And then that is when I realized that I'm more stronger. I could defeat him on that part. Then he came physically this time to like fight me like physically.
Do you think that most of the things that happened, they were caused also by you because you opened the room? Do you recognize in any way, form, or shape that allowing room for competition on set, like trying to be better than somebody else instead of being yourself, is a problem?
I wasn't trying to compare with this person. I was just trying to be me because I felt like I have just one job, or being on set as an actor, just to read the script and try to deliver. But then the thing is, one good thing about the whole thing is that I got the script the same day. I started shooting the same day, and I
Wow.
didn't even went through my storyline to read my story to know what my character was actually talking about. I just get to follow the guidelines, and then I just quickly dive into the character. It was difficult for me at the first time, the beginning, but in the like first, second, like the third scenes, I started getting into it. So unlike him who had the script like 3 4 months before the time for shooting, uh, so I just like came to a conclusion that he saw me like a threat. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So it was a threat to
Yes, I
your
was a
to your
threat,
to your
not
progress
me
on
trying
set.
to compete with him, because I always see this person like my big brother in the industry. Someone was been there in the industry for a decade plus, and he has more something that I can learn from. That's how I used to look at him. Then he turned around and tried to do something stupid.